In the grand tapestry of life, every creature, no matter how small or insignificant it might seem, plays a crucial role. The disappearance of even one species can send shockwaves through entire ecosystems. Imagine a world where the humble bee no longer buzzes. These tiny creatures, often overlooked, play a vital role as pollinators, helping plants to reproduce. Without them, our food systems would crumble, and the landscapes we know and love would drastically change. That's the power of a keystone species, a species that holds an ecosystem together. Now let's consider the majestic wolves of Yellowstone National Park. When they were reintroduced in the mid-90s, the entire park's ecosystem began to flourish again. The elk population, which had grown out of control in the wolves' absence, was kept in check, allowing willow and aspen trees to thrive. This, in turn, provided habitats for a plethora of other species, from beavers to songbirds. The wolves, though few in number, brought balance back to Yellowstone. But it's not just the animals that matter. Even the smallest microorganisms in our soils play a part in this intricate web of life, breaking down dead matter and recycling nutrients, making them available for plants and, in turn, the animals that feed on them. Yet, this web is under threat. Habitat destruction, climate change, pollution, and overexploitation are pushing many species towards extinction, disrupting the delicate balance of our ecosystems. The loss of wildlife is not just a loss of biodiversity, but a threat to our own survival. The Amazon rainforest, often referred to as the lungs of our planet, is a prime example. It's home to an estimated 3 million species, many of which are not found anywhere else. But rampant deforestation threatens this biodiversity hotspot, with dire consequences for global climate regulation. As the guardians of this planet, the responsibility to protect and preserve this intricate web of life falls upon us. And the time to act is now. In the upcoming scenes, we'll delve into 5 ways we can make a difference. 5 ways we can protect the wildlife that our planet, and we, so deeply depend on. Knowledge is the first step towards action. To protect wildlife, we must first understand why it's important and how our actions impact it. In the grand tapestry of life, every thread is essential. Each creature, from the tiniest insect to the largest mammal, plays a unique role in maintaining the balance of our ecosystems. When we lose a species, we lose more than just an animal. We lose an integral piece of the puzzle that is our planet. This is why awareness about wildlife and its significance is crucial. Now you may ask, how do we cultivate this awareness? The answer is simple: through education. Education is the cornerstone of change, and it is through learning that we can begin to appreciate the importance of wildlife and recognize our role in its conservation. One of the most engaging ways to educate ourselves is through documentaries. These visual narratives not only provide us with invaluable information, but also allow us to witness the beauty and fragility of nature from the comfort of our homes. Documentaries like The Blue Planet and Our Planet have been instrumental in raising awareness about the state of our ecosystems and the urgent need for conservation. Books, too, are a treasure trove of knowledge. They dive into the intricacies of nature, offering us a deeper understanding of the wildlife we share our planet with. Books like The Sixth Extinction and The Hidden Life of Trees enlighten us about the challenges faced by our wildlife and the remarkable ways in which they adapt and survive. Visiting nature reserves and parks is another enlightening experience. Observing wildlife in its natural habitat fosters a deep connection with nature and an appreciation for its complexity and resilience. It reminds us of the importance of coexistence and the role we play in ensuring the survival of these species. Education is not a one-time event, but a lifelong journey. It's about staying curious, asking questions, and seeking answers. It's about recognizing that we are but a small part of a much larger whole, and that our actions have consequences that reach far beyond us. By equipping ourselves with knowledge, we can make informed decisions that benefit not just us, but all life on Earth. Our everyday choices and actions have a direct impact on the world around us. By choosing to live sustainably, we can minimize our negative impact on wildlife. Every single day, we make choices that affect the world around us. From the food we eat, the clothes we wear, to the products we use, all these decisions, no matter how small they seem, have a ripple effect on our environment and the wildlife that inhabit it. Sustainable living is the key to protecting and preserving our wildlife. But what does it mean to live sustainably? It's about making conscious and thoughtful choices that reduce our negative impact on the environment. It's about understanding that our resources are finite and that our actions today will shape the world of tomorrow. One of the most effective ways to live sustainably is to reduce waste. This means being mindful of the amount of food we consume and the packaging it comes in. It means saying no to single-use plastics and opting for reusable alternatives. It means composting our organic waste instead of sending it to the landfill. Recycling is another cornerstone of sustainable living. By reusing materials, we can lessen the demand for new resources, reduce pollution, and protect natural habitats from being destroyed for mining and logging. Remember, recycle, reduce, and reuse. Choosing environmentally friendly products is also a significant part of sustainable living. This means opting for items made from recycled or renewable materials, products that are free from harmful chemicals, and goods that are produced ethically and sustainably. Moreover, sustainable living extends to our diet as well. Consuming locally sourced, organic, and plant-based foods can greatly reduce our carbon footprint and have a positive impact on wildlife. Sustainable living isn't a trend, it's a necessity. It's our responsibility to the countless species that share this planet with us. It's about understanding that our actions, no matter how seemingly insignificant, can have a profound impact on the world around us. Remember, every small action counts. A sustainable lifestyle can make a big difference to the world's wildlife. Conservation organizations around the globe are tirelessly working to protect and preserve wildlife. Supporting these organizations can significantly aid their efforts. These groups, both large and small, are the vanguard in the battle to save our planet's rich biodiversity. They operate in countless ways, from direct action and habitat preservation to research and education. Take, for example, international organizations such as the World Wildlife Fund or Conservation International. These groups work across borders, harnessing global resources to safeguard the most vulnerable species and ecosystems. They conduct vital research, lobby governments for stronger environmental policies, and implement conservation projects worldwide. On a more local level, there are countless organizations dedicated to preserving specific habitats or species. These groups often operate in areas where wildlife is under direct threat, intervening to protect endangered species and restore damaged ecosystems. Their work is often hands-on and direct, making a tangible difference on the ground. And then there are the countless research institutions and universities, conducting the vital scientific research that underpins all conservation efforts. Their work helps us understand the complex web of life on our planet, informing strategies to protect it. So how can we support these organizations? Well, financial contributions are always welcome. Many of these groups rely on donations to fund their work. Even a small monthly contribution can make a significant difference. But support isn't just about money. Volunteering your time can be just as valuable. Many conservation organizations need people to assist with their projects, whether that's planting trees, monitoring wildlife, or helping out in an office. Another way to help is by spreading the word. Share their mission with your family, friends, and social network. The more people know about the importance of wildlife conservation, the more support these organizations can garner. And remember, every little bit helps. Whether you're donating a few dollars, volunteering on a weekend, or simply sharing a social media post, you're contributing to the essential task of protecting our planet's wildlife. Together with these organizations, we can make a real difference in the fight to protect wildlife. Change often starts at the top. Advocating for wildlife-friendly policies and laws can have a significant impact on wildlife conservation. Indeed, advocacy and political action play a pivotal role in the protection of our planet's wildlife. It's about using our voices, our votes, and our influence to affect change. It's about standing up and speaking out for the creatures who can't do it for themselves. Let's take a look at some successful advocacy efforts. The Endangered Species Act of 1973, for instance, has been instrumental in protecting numerous species from extinction. It was the result of tireless advocacy by concerned citizens and wildlife enthusiasts. Similarly, the Marine Mammal Protection Act of the same year has been crucial in safeguarding our ocean's inhabitants. These are just two examples of how advocacy and political action can bring about significant change. But how can you, as an individual, get involved in advocacy? Firstly, stay informed about the issues affecting wildlife. Knowledge is power, and the more you know, the more effective you'll be in your advocacy efforts. Secondly, use your voice. Write to your elected officials, sign petitions, participate in peaceful protests, and use social media to raise awareness about wildlife issues. Thirdly, vote. Support politicians who prioritize wildlife conservation and hold them accountable for their actions. Moreover, you can join or contribute to organizations that focus on advocacy and political action for wildlife conservation. These organizations work tirelessly to influence policy, lobby governments, and raise awareness about the issues facing our planet's wildlife. Remember, even the smallest actions can make a big difference. The act of sharing a social media post, signing a petition, or writing a letter to a politician can have a ripple effect that leads to significant change. Your voice matters. Use it to advocate for the protection of our planet's wildlife. Thank you for taking the time to watch this video. If you found it informative and helpful, please consider sharing it with others. The more people we can reach, the more impact we can have in protecting our planet's wildlife. Don't forget to watch the next video that will appear on your screen. Together, we can make a difference.